I'm Katrina, and this is So and Tare. And today we are learning about French plates. If this looks familiar, it is cut out from an earlier video, which I will link. And I wanted to make these separate, and plus I'm in an event this week. All right, enjoy.
All right, guys, so I'm going to use, I think, a new kitchen tool to my channel. I've had these for years, but I don't think I've shown it yet. So this is called a French plate, and it is just a little saucer, and you can see these little areas. It looks like it's been pinched when it was wet before they fired it, and it's basically a grater. So it's called a French plate, and you grate all sorts of things on here, from garlic to ginger to nutmeg. You can do nutmeg on this, and this is really cool. So I will try and find a link. This was I don't even know. I got this at the Garlic Festival. I got two of them. I think I got this one at the Garlic Festival. www.buythegarlicgrater.com. That's what it is. Handmade, hand painted, made in Spain. So, made in Spain, it's called a French plate. So, here is how we use it. Here's how you use a French plate. So this is a peeled garlic clove, and you hold it and go like this. And it's super fast. This is real time right here, and you get garlic paste. So it's faster, I think, than mincing garlic, and it ends up with a better product, and it is super yummy. So I think I am going to put, let's see, I don't have this recipe written down. It's not something that's written, it's just I know the ingredients and I just do it. So it doesn't have amounts, and the amounts are going to differ based on how much meat you are doing. So, alright, I think this is a 5. I think I'll do five cloves is pretty good for each bag. So there you go. They do make little brushes to brush this, but what I do is I just use my fingers. It works out pretty well to just do it that way. Look how nice that paste is. You can use this for all sorts of things, and it's such a useful tool. Now you'll see with the French plate, this is going to get all the fiber out. And if I make it for like tea or something like that, I take the fiber, and that's when I had put it into the worm bin, and that did not go well. They didn't eat it, and it molded. So just a warning, if you haven't watched my video about permaculture, I have one, and go ahead and click the link and watch that. But this is the same thing as the garlic. It is more fibrous, so it is going to have, it's not just going to disintegrate like the garlic did. It's a little more tough. You can see there's the strands right here. It's still better than any other way I know to make it more like a paste and get rid of the fiber strands in there. And especially for a marinade, like having it this way instead of just chopping it up and throwing it in, it's gonna have such a bigger impact and flavor. It's so good, guys. Again, if your hands are sensitive, you might want to do this barehanded like I am. Here, let me just rip a part of that off, and you can see how much juice comes out of that. Look at that. I just take that and chew on it. Most people won't, but it has a lot of good nutrition, and man, is it spicy.
The younger the ginger is, the easier it is to work with.
But the easier it's going to go, because these fiber threads are not as tough. Now, because I'm making this in a marinade, I'm just going to throw this in with it. Doesn't matter at this point, but if you're making something else, like you need a paste, like this is pretty good. Look at that. Pretty cool. And look at that color. In goes the ginger. Look at all that juice. Look at that. Now, this next one I'm just going to do with the skin, because the skin is thin and it's not going to be detrimental to what we're using it for. If you're going to be actually consuming that, you might want to think about peeling it, but I don't feel we need to for what we're doing. Again, there's the fiber. When working with the ginger, you can feel it. This is starting to roll back, and it just rolls back and forth when you're on it. When you feel that, you just need to move it to a different spot and do that spot for a little bit, and then move it around. So it does have a little bit of technique with the ginger, whereas the garlic is just go, 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 and you're done. This has had the thicker skin. It might not be doing this as well, just straight without peeling, so something to consider. Younger stuff is good anyway, I think. But look at all these hairs you're not getting in there if you were to use it differently than what we're using it for. And again, because this is a marinade, I am going to put this fibery mess in there. Seriously, that's all the fiber that you get out of that little piece. That's pretty impressive, right? Like I said, you can chew on that. You can put it in some hot water, make some tea. You know, there's some good use of that still. A good way to wash this is now. If you don't wash this and it gets stuck on, it's really hard to wash. So I would run it under hot water, or what is even better is to have your tea kettle going when you're using this, and to just pour the water over this into a cup, and you will have a nice flavored tea. I recommend doing this with ginger, not necessarily with garlic.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and now you know how to use a French plate, what that silly thing is on the shelf. So I hope that you get going and get to try these. You can also do nutmeg and a whole different bunch of things. Whatever needs ground, you can do that if it's big, or if it needs grated. And there you go. Thanks for watching. Please share this around. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you.